What's up, everybody? So it's been a few weeks since I've posted anything. Here in Tennessee, as you can see, it's late season. We got snow on the ground and our deer season just ended a week or so ago. It's the 12th. I think it ended on the 6th or the 7th. We weren't able to finish out with a successful hunt. We did give it our best shot. We came close and I ended up blowing it. I wanted to go over a couple of things while the gear that I used this year was still fresh on my mind. Some of you guys that watch the channel know that I did a video on the Latitude Profile. This is the main platform that I use this season, and it is just a disgusting platform, man. I can't say enough good things about it. But when I did this video, I had a lot of people comment saying you should try the Tethrd V platform, or people would just say Tethrd Predator platform. And I think a lot of people were talking about the Predator V because this is the Predator V. And as you can see, both of these platforms have this incline, which I think in 2025, you should not even make a platform if it doesn't have this lip going down on an angle. It's just a game changer as far as, you know, long hunts. Like if you're sitting longer than a couple of hours, I feel like that's a necessity. I've had the standard Predator platform, which this is the, you know, the OG. I did have it set up where it had an aftermarket bat wing on it, but I changed it all back. I just felt like it really didn't make a difference. But this platform here I used quite a bit, and I used it my first season ever saddle hunting. And one of the issues I always had with this platform was my feet hurting. It would bite to the tree pretty good, you know. I didn't feel like I could really get on the side of it like this. You know, if I got on the side, it would always, you know, it felt like it would always want to kick out. It's a great platform, but as far as this versus this, it's not even in the same ballpark. So anyway, so check this out. So after everybody's telling me, you know, you ought to try the Tethrd Predator V platform, it's just as good or better than the Latitude Profile, I'm thinking like, well, it would be awesome, but them things are like, you know, $200. So anyway, so I'm walking, I'm hunting, I'm really scouting, but I got my muzzleloader in my hand, and I look over to my right as I'm scouting through this piece of public, and all of a sudden on the ground, this thing's just laying there. Initially, I was about to just leave it there, but then I got to thinking, I was like, man, this thing's got rust on it, so it's been there for a while. So they're probably not exactly sure where they dropped it. Maybe it fell out of their bag. So I'll grab it and I'll post it. See, we have a local Facebook group where majority of the hunters, 90% of them are on this Facebook group. I posted it on there and said, hey guys, this was right before Christmas. You know, I found this platform. If it is yours, just let me know. You have to give me an idea of where you may have dropped it. I mean, obviously anybody can say it's theirs. You know, even if it was within a mile, you know, I'd say, okay, it's yours. But nobody was able to claim it yet. You know, this was a month ago. I would actually rather them, you know, this find its original owner. So I did end up getting to use this thing 3 times before the season finished. I did 3 saddle hunts with this. One of them, it was pouring down rain, so I really got to test this thing out. I just didn't get a lot of sits with it. And I will say, one of the biggest things, and we're gonna attach it to the tree. Before we attach it to the tree, I'll tell you, that lip right there makes me like this Tethrd platform. It's just night and day. You know, the other thing is just, they got this bat wing up here. See how beefy it is? I mean, this thing is beefy, so it's thick, and it gives you something to, you know, like this right here, there's not much to push down on. There's enough. You know, this thing really bites down to the tree. You barely got to do anything with it, but I like how you can kind of stand on this. So I was noticing, you know, I could kind of stand on this and almost use it to look around the tree and things like this. So it almost acts like a mini platform. And then obviously the other thing is it has the, inside here, it has a place where you could do the ring of steps, which actually, or you could just do another strap. You know, you could do a strap right here, and then you could do a ratchet strap in here to really tighten it down to the tree. I do think it kind of rivals the Latitude Profile. Do I like it as much Latitude Profile? I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. This is my baby right here. And this one obviously does things that this one doesn't do. Check this out. So it may weigh a little bit more, and we'll weigh them here in a second, but if you close this down like this, some of you guys may have already seen the video, or you may know, this thing goes completely flat. I mean, that's pretty nifty, man. Props to the engineers and the people that came up with this at Latitude. That's brilliant, man. And ain't nobody else done that I know of. You know, I do feel like platforms are starting to get like bows, where you can pretty much get a good platform from any company. You know, there are still some people catching up, it feels like, but they're getting where you can just pretty much buy any platform and it's going to be at least usable. So this one here, 3.50 without the strap. We're gonna do it without the strap. This one's 3.26, 3.27, so 3 1/4, 2.86. So they're actually in order from heaviest. So this is basically 2 3/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/2. So let's actually get these things attached to the tree, and let's see. The biggest thing for me when it comes to these platforms, you know, I like the cool, you know, fold down flat type of features. Those things are awesome. Those are perks. But the biggest thing is how does it grip the tree? That's the most important thing to me. I'm 220 to 240 pounds, depending on what day it is. I need a platform when I attach it to the tree, that thing is locked to the tree. I need to be able to get on the side of it. This one 1000% does it, and this one was definitely holding its own while I was in the tree. When you're up in the air like that, it's hard, at least for me, because I'm kind of scared of heights. It's hard for me to get on the side and just, like, you know, really give it to it. So we're gonna attach it to this tree here, and we're gonna see which one does better. So as you can see, we're losing daylight. That's all right. I mean, the main thing, like I said, I want to test here, you know, durability and things like that. It's going to take a few years. The main thing that everybody wants to know is how comfortable is it, and how does it grip to the tree? That's at least the most important things for me. So I just attached them to the tree with the straps that they came with. I will say this strap, I do like it once it's locked to the tree. And I'll say this as well. One thing I noticed is when you bite this thing down to the tree, I mean, it's pretty tight right now, right? So if I tighten it down, it's tight as it go. So with that platform right there, when I push it down and tighten it, okay, got to get it where it's straight. When I tighten it, it really bites into the tree. This one here, you know, and maybe it's part of it, so I'm still trying to figure it out. It doesn't really lock in the tree. It doesn't seem like it's locking into the tree, but it is. I don't know why it doesn't seem that way. So let's give it a little bit of an angle here. And this one here, I mean, it like eats the tree, dude. Look at this. So if I tighten this one, okay, we got it tightened. If I push down on this, okay, like that, got to make sure it's straight. Watch when I, look at this. I mean, dude. The first thing we're gonna do on this profile platform is get on this edge right here, and I'm standing on the back. You see that? I mean, it's moving a little, but I mean, man, I'm really kicking that thing. It ain't going nowhere, man. And I can viably walk all around this thing without any issue at all. I mean, it is such a sturdy platform, man. I really feel like, like I said, it's the first platform I ever had where I actually like can get up and like move around like I'm on the ground. You know, it doesn't make me nervous. Now this one, the tree's not great for it, but that's okay. Look at that. I mean, it's moving a little, but that could be for me. So let's pull it up. I mean, that's all I should have to do right there, honestly, man. That's all I should have to do. Now, when I stand on this, it should not move. And it does, man. I mean, now, are you going to be doing that on a stand? No, man. Like I said, I used this 3 times. It didn't have any issues. I mean, and it is what it is, man. I mean, I love Tethrd products. They make great stuff. But, okay, that is, I'm talking that just really bit down, okay? Okay, I'm going to keep pressure on it. So it shouldn't change. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? All right, so I wanted to interject here because after taking a closer look at both of the platforms, I noticed the bat wings are probably the reason why they bite down differently, because when I was in the tree using the Tethrd Predator, it definitely seemed to bite down a little better, although I wasn't, you know, really applying pressure to the side like that, but it definitely seemed to bite down a lot better on that tree. I do think because the way the bat wing is, if you look at the Latitude Profile and its bat wing, you angle it pointing up and it has these like almost razor sharp teeth. They're no joke. I mean, they're sharp. The Tethrd Predator V went with more of a, you know, solid
more rounded, rugged type bat wing. Like it has more width, but it's just not as sharp. And so I think when you go to cam it over, if you're not applying a lot of pressure, depending on the type of tree bark the tree has, it may not lock in like the Latitude Profile does, and therefore you get some of the results like we just saw. But like I said, when you're standing on it and it's, and you're applying pressure to the platform, it's not moving. And if you needed to take a bow shot, you're not going to be kicking the platform like that. But at the end of the day, when they both just have one strap on them, the Latitude Profile, to me, it looks like it bites down a lot better. But if you put that secondary strap on there, like I was saying, the Predator V is not going anywhere. That's for certain.
To me, these are the Cadillac stands. I know there's mud all over me, man. It's nasty out here. If you got the Tethrd Predator V, I don't think you need to go and buy the Latitude Profile. But I mean, this top post here, I mean, they did a good job on this, and you can tell they did not cheap out. Really put a lot of time and thought into this. It's definitely an upgrade from the Predator. And look at the first one. I think this is the first iteration. This versus this, big improvement, Tethrd. I mean, I have to say this bat wing up here is a joke compared to this bat wing right here. You got the lip, they got a little bit more contour. I had this one in the rain, it felt like I would slide off a little bit. This one in the rain, they have that, it's like the bed liner type paint on it, so it grips you a little bit, but it's not so much that it's gonna tear up your clothes and stuff, kind of like the old, well, not Lone Wolf, but dadgummit. Anyway, there were some old sticks that the Chinese Lone Wolf company, I forget their name, I'll put it on the screen which one I'm talking about. They used to have some of that bed liner spray on their sticks, and it would just tear the straps that came with the sticks all to pieces. Anyway, just if you got this, I do think you should upgrade to the Latitude Profile. If you have the regular Predator, upgrading to the Predator V or the Latitude Profile, huge improvement, right? I would definitely do that. I still stick with the Latitude Profile, but I do think that there are reasons that you would want this one over that one. Like if you were gonna put this up in the tree and leave it like for a year, I think this is the better stand, right? Because you got that secondary strap. But for mobility and, throwing in your bag and carrying it around all the time, I just like that profile, man. I like the shape. It just fits me better. But anyway, Tethrd has a few more stands, platforms, and this is kind of like the mid-tier. They got some better ones. They got some carbon ones now. I'd like to try those and see, but they're definitely improving, man. Good job, Tethrd, and obviously Latitude. Good job to you guys. I feel like you guys are killing it as well. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, you guys have a great week. God bless.